right? This phenomenon of career success and personal failure. And one of the reasons is you go so hard. So when I think about my journey as a business owner, everybody else is hanging out and I'm working. Or everyone is, doing whatever fun thing, and I'm so tired from working that I'm in bed. So career success, just on the availability piece, really can affect friendship. The other way in which it can affect friendship, and I experienced this in a relationship with my closest friend, is, and some of this I think is more to do with just differences in personality or differences in how you grew up or whatever, but some of it's beyond that, and it's just this reality that as you elevate, um you're not necessarily elevating in the same way or at the same pace as others. My best friend doesn't have the desires for to elevate in the way that I do, right? And when I say elevate, I'm not saying like I'm better than her, but just saying like, where I go, what I do, how much money I spend when I'm doing it, all of that kind of thing. And so it can really create a strain. And there's a lot of many of the pretty much, I would say all of the folks who I've coached who are on an elite level, celebrities, athletes, just highest level. You grow up with folks, or you went to college with folks, and you become a unicorn as you get to a certain level, right? And so you don't fit in, and you're and or maybe you fit into your new world, but your friends don't, right? And so there's certainly a negotiation, and I've certainly felt it as I've elevated to try to figure out how do you maintain the relationships, because you love these people and you want them around, but you have to honor, like, my best friend doesn't want to go to some of the places that I go to, and like, she just doesn't, and so it's this vacillation and negotiation that happens. And then some of it is that y- some folks are in positions where you're going to ask, is it really your friend? Like, you might have grown so much that they may not be to you who they've been anymore, and you've outgrown each other. And it's not because you think you're better now, it's just that you've grown in ways, because growth can be financial, it can be title, but it can also be a maturity, spiritually, emotionally. And so when you think about growth career wise, you can have that combo of career and, right, emotional or spiritual or otherwise growth, to where the things you have in common start to be different. So those are the things that come to my mind. Lane, what are your thoughts? I know you have you've grown a lot personally, of course,
Yeah,
professionally as
yeah.
well. But you've grown a lot personally, and I know you've kind of maneuvered through some things.
Yeah, yeah. This topic is really relevant to me right now, because I most recently grew in the way of moving across the country. And that was a huge growth experience for me personally. And so that just, it's almost like some things like that force you into confronting some things that are maybe going on in certain areas of your life. So, for instance, with friendships, it brought to the forefront a lot of things that I had already been kind of trying to navigate. So, to your point, it's, there's different areas of growth. And then there's also like, once you start noticing that friendships might be looking different, it's the evaluation period of which friendships do you feel are worthy of your, I guess that kind of sounds like, like this one's not worthy, but like, no, like certain, defining for yourself which friendships are worthy of you spending the time and effort that's necessary to redefine them, and which
Mhm.
friendships are okay and right for you to let go of. Because
Mhm.
while you grow, there are people in your life that are not going to come with you, and or that you don't feel are, like you said, there are, times where it's like, this is established, like this friend maybe is not going to like want the same things as you, but that's still like a person and a friendship that you love and want to be a part of your life. But there are
Mhm.
other times where, and I think of, for me, the kind of few years after college, I know, a normal time where you're kind of evaluating which of those 10,000 people that you were friends with in college are, you know, your true friends that you carry on with you for the rest of your life, or for the next period of your life.